You know, the best way to learn how to play?
Laughter, hello.
Watch a lot of good comedies. You know, the best way to learn how to play? Have a grandchild.
Have a grandchild is right.
That really helps.
That's right.
Yeah.
Being around children.
Uh-huh.
Well, children actually...
Children and babies.
I really believe the children of the world today need us to be interfacing with them in any way. We have special gifts. In any way we have something to contribute. We need to be paying attention, and we need to be like it takes the tribe to raise the children.
Yes.
What we're going towards in the future, we need to be taking care of the children. We don't need to look at it, well, that child belongs to somebody else. We need to engage the parent and see where we could be of benefit maybe with that child. Maybe it's going and being a part of the big brother system or the big sisters system. We need to get involved with these children's lives. Do you know that Portland, Oregon has got the largest number of teenagers on the street?
It's very sad.
In the nation.
Yeah, that's really
They
sad.
are in shelters, filling shelters up, and they have nowhere to sleep. They don't have clothes. They're not getting an education. What they're getting an education in is drugs. So I don't know. My feeling is that, you know, a lot of us need to think about what is it that we can contribute. I look for sleeping bags. I look for clothes. I look for anything that I can contribute. And there are new systems being put in place, but it's not fast enough to help these children.
Yeah, speaking of raising a vibration, that's a wonderful way to raise it. I mean, not just that you want to get something out of it, but have compassion. I think a lot of people do have compassion, but I thought about that word when you were talking about the games kids are playing nowadays, all the violent games. I mean, it numbs them to, you know, when they see something violent, it's nothing to them because it numbs them. They lose their compassion.
Well, what's happening too, that I had a client recently that I was working with that had a child that was about, I believe, 12, and they were affluent people, and this child pretty much was running the show. And he was watching television, and he was doing videos, and he was not engaging in relationship with his parents very much.
That's typical these days.
Well, it's a sign of the times, though. If the parents
Yeah.
aren't spending time with the child, having dinner with them, asking them about their day, going with them and being active with them, then when the child pulls away, and pretty soon the emotional body starts shutting down, and the intellect is still there, but the emotional body is shutting down. The trust, it's a soul heart thing, and then the child ends up being detached, and then they say, well, we need to put him into therapy. No, we need to know how to parent.
You know what I find ironic, Badeish, is that we're in the world of communication. I mean, we're texting, we're emailing, we're doing all this stuff with technology, and yet we've really lost the art of communication, of like person to person, soul to soul, spirit to spirit communication.
Well, anybody that gets on the phone and tries to call a bank.
Don't even get it, don't go there. My vibration will get really low.
Well, I wasn't going to go into the negative, but
how
the frustration of
frustrating.
not being able to make contact with another human,
Very
human
frustrating.
being. And it's infiltrated in so many levels of our society. We have become what I would call separated. And we are going through an aspect in our culture that's creating more separation. So I really believe that when we open our hearts in the power of prayer with compassion, what we're doing is we're coming into a new experience and a new human condition.
I'm going to make a segue here because being thankful is a way to raise your vibration. And before we go, we have a few minutes. I want to make sure I thank our sponsors.
Absolutely.
So I want to thank Westside Florist for these beautiful bouquet
Beautiful,
of
aren't they?
flowers here. And also, we had a great dinner before we came on camera. We had fed our crew and everything. Izzy's Pizza, thank you so much, Izzy's, delicious pizza. And we have a wonderful crew, and they're all volunteer. And we want you to know, you guys behind the camera, gals, people in the control booth, our wonderful director out there in there, Steve, who lost all his hair because of all the all the frustration
Over
and stress
lighting.
we give him when
Yes.
we come in. We want to say thank you, Steve. We love you. Thank you. We appreciate your time, and all the crew here. We appreciate you. We're going to be putting up some information and to help people to continue our topic. Greg Braden.
The
we've got
lists
a whole
are
bunch
going
of-
to,
yeah.
the list consists of videos and books and websites that have absolutely incredible information on. I want you to think in terms of self-education. Just don't take it from me, take it from Pauline. I want you to think in terms of knowing the truth is something that you have to investigate and you have to find out for yourself. All I can do is give you an opportunity to look at something that's really quite interesting.
And we're putting your website up too, because all those different techniques you had, people can go to your website and then they get your
Absolutely.
email you, and you're also available.
I
If you have any questions.
I have some of these grounding tools formatted so that I could just email them to you, and they are very healing, very wonderful.
So the main focus on our lives today, Badeish, can you help me sum that up, the whole program here in 2 minutes or less? Or 2 minutes, I think we have at least 2.
Watch what you think, and especially what you give feelings to. Look at what you're eating. Look at how you're thinking about different aspects of your life, your finances, your health, your relationships. Watch your communications.
Yeah. You know, when you were talking about journaling, I remember watching Oprah once. I mean, Oprah has some good shows too, and she's
Absolutely.
very good shows. And I remember she said, you know, her life becomes even more, well, wealthy in many. Wealth can be, you know, it could be friendships, it could be relationships, it could be a whole bunch of things, not just money. But by having a gratitude journal, and I feel a gratitude journal is really a great way to.
I heard about a
go on.
tool that you might like if you're married, or you're with a loved one. You can write out every day 5 things that you love about that person. Stick it in a jar, and at the end of the week you switch jars.
Oh, I like
everything he said
that.
about you and everything you said about him. You're building on the relationship.
5 things you like about that person every day. Put
No,
in.
it's 5 things of thoughtfulness as that person has shown you.
Oh, okay. All right. I think that's a great idea. I think I'll try it on my husband. I'll report back on the next show.
Another thing, I think the measure of wealth is how many people you have loved and how many people has loved you in this lifetime. I don't think it has to do with money. I think it has to do with the heart and soul condition, because in the end, how we come in is how we go out into the world. You can't take all of that with you. You can take love with you.
Right, and when somebody passes, what you remember about them is the love. Well, this has been an interesting show. I wasn't sure how it was going to go, but it usually always works out, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
And I think you and I have been discussing future shows, and just to let our audience know that we're going to be having another show coming up next month, an all-new show. And we have an audience, as you saw. We're always looking for people to join us in the audience and give you an opportunity to be part of the show. So please come and see us, and thank you for watching our program, Create Your Own Reality. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you again. And we are many times during the month, so don't miss us. Channel 21. If you're in Clackamas, Washington, and Multnomah County, you can find us. There's no excuse. I think we're on 11 too. So see you next month. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Create Your Own Reality, a program about hope, inspiration, and encouragement. If you would like to be a member of our audience for future shows, please email us at createyourownreality@hotmail.com. We are grateful to these local businesses for their support in making this program possible.